Let's give you a bit of a run through on our camp and what we offer as part of the services. This particular camp is at a place called Barilia Beach, which is on the west coast of Cape York, about 90 kilometres south of the actual tip of the Cape. And we've been on site now for 21 days. We are actually in pack-up mode today and moving off to the next site. It's what I'd call a heavy camp. We are right on the edge of storm season, so it has been set up to be able to take on a couple of tropical storms and hopefully survive. But up the top we've got the trailer, or once it's set up, the kitchen area, dining area with the guys, and then around to the tents. We keep coming round. It's our shower over there in amongst the trees. And this is basically the parking area for the drill rigs, sport vehicles and all the other vehicles and the supplies. This one's geological research, and they're looking for mineral sands, bauxite and a whole lot of other bits and pieces. The site itself was cleared by bulldozer as we sat about 50 metres away, so it was pretty rough and ready when we moved in, and quite churned up. We've turned it into a fairly comfortable sort of camp. With the tents, they're all full height tour tents, fly screened all the way around. We do a lot of work in these hot sort of environments, so nice to be able to get the breeze in during the night. They're single use, stretcher, self-inflating mattress, proper sheets, full-size pillow, and then a sleeping bag that you can pull up as a doona. It does get a little bit cool around about 3 in the morning. That's when we tend to sort of pull a sheet up. With the dining area, we can cater for up to 10 people and have 2 staff on site. So we've got the gazebo, which is all wired up with LED lighting, fairly comfortable seating, and the lighting is because most of the afternoons and evenings there is discussions and maps and all sorts of stuff that come out, so you need to be able to see what they're doing. This is the shower, once again using a gazebo for a bit of cover, the side walls for privacy. It's also wired with LED lighting, making life nice and easy. Got the Coleman hot water system, which hooks up to the Frantel bottles, so 15 litres of water per person for a shower. Pretty good for out in the bush. The cubicle, amazing, people like their little bit of privacy. Works quite well, and does give you a nice hot shower at the end of the day. The trailer, or kitchen it is once we get set up. Lots of bits and pieces go with it. Runs a 180 amp hour of batteries with a CTEC marine charger running off the generator. We also run solar during the day. Got Eskies at the moment. They'll soon be upgraded to Engels, making life a lot easier as far as trying to keep the ice up to them. 2 Engels and a Waco out the front here, once again running off the batteries. And we use those mainly as freezers and fruit and veg, keeps that all nice and fresh. Water is one of our big issues everywhere we go. We've had 10 in camp for the last 18 days. And we're running at about 250 litres a day of water, so that's one thing that you have to always have close at hand for this sort of thing. When we're in camp for extended periods of time, we actually use the back of the trailer as a pantry. As I said earlier, we are in pack-up mode at the moment, so that's been reduced down quite a bit. Weber, love my Weber. We've been turning out roasts and cakes and all sorts of things. We work on the theory, if you give them a good night's sleep and a good feed 3 times a day, you've got fairly happy people in your camp. We do wash all the uniforms for the guys using the rubbish bins and a lot of Armstrong power. They do come out a lot cleaner by the time we're finished than when they give them to us, but obviously not going to be the same effect as a washing machine. Little handheld washer there for the guys to do their jock socks, personal stuff. Works a treat, does a really nice job. Yamaha 2.4 kVA generator, much bigger than what we need, does charge everything up really well. Also, when it's running, people are charging laptops, trimbles, all sorts of equipment that they're using out in the field. Mentioned earlier, it's hooked up to a CTEC Marine 30 amp charger to run the batteries, but as a backup in case the generator or the CTEC fails. There's also a red arc charger in the wiring loom, so I can back the car straight up to it and charge everything up using the car. And the car that we tow it all with, it's a 100 series wagon. We went for a wagon because we have had requests to actually transport people out to site as well. It's been set up specifically to tow this trailer into some pretty remote locations. Diff locks front and back, dual tyre carriers, 13-tonne winch. The trailer has a 9-tonne winch mounted underneath it as well, in case we ever have to pull the trailer sideways or pull us out backwards from something. So yeah, the list goes on, but totally set up to get into the most remote locations. So that's pretty much our camp. I mean, there's a lot of other bits and pieces there, but I don't want to bore you to tears with all the fine detail. This is our 15th camp that we've done for either exploration or environmental impact study type work, and the responses have all been pretty good. People are very surprised at what we actually do offer in what is often a very remote location.